6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister has commended Chinese companies for investment of $30 billion in Pakistan. Pakistan and Oman have reiterated their desire to further enhance bilateral relations in all areas of mutual interest. Pakistan and the United Kingdom have agreed to enhance bilateral relations in diverse sectors. Indian troops, in their fresh act of state terrorism, martyred 2 youth in Poonch district of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir today. 65th martyrdom anniversary of Major Tufail Muhammad Shaheed Nishan-e-Haider is being observed today. An Asian Hockey Champions Trophy match between Pakistan and China is underway at Chennai. And now the news in details. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has conferred awards upon the prominent Chinese companies for their valuable services in fostering China-Pakistan Economic Corridor and other development projects in Pakistan. Addressing the ceremony in Islamabad today, Prime Minister said Chinese investment changed the entire economic landscape of Pakistan. He said the Chinese companies made more than $30 billion investment in different development projects in Pakistan, which is highly commendable. He said it is a moment of great pleasure for him to meet Chinese companies' representatives who contributed immensely towards Pakistan's industrial promotion in various walks of life. Shehbaz Sharif said Chinese companies under the leadership of President Xi Jinping transformed our economic landscape. Prime Minister said we are entering the second phase of CPAC with focus on which green corridor, innovation, IT corridor, agriculture and special economic zones. The Prime Minister said the government of Pakistan recently launched a great initiative of establishing SIFC under the leadership of Chief of Army Staff General Syed Asim Munir for the cause of Pakistan. Shehbaz Sharif also expressed his gratitude to Chinese Chargé d'Affaires for her personal commitment not only for CPAC but for China-Pakistan friendship. In her speech, Chinese Chargé d'Affaires in Pakistan, Ms. Pang Chunche, said, "We are fully convinced that after 10 years' successful cooperation of CPAC, China and Pakistan will continue to move forward." Former Prime Minister and Senator Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani and MNA Ali Musa Gilani called on Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif in Islamabad today. Prevailing political situation of the country came under discussion in detail during the meeting. Yusuf Raza Gilani paid rich tribute to the Prime Minister for providing excellent leadership in difficult times and improving economic situation of the country. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister expressed gratitude to the Pakistan People's Party for supporting the government in every decision. He further said without support of coalition partners, the government could have never done alone difficult task of restoring country's economy. Minister for Railways Khwaja Saad Rafiq says the Sibbi-Harnei railway track has been operationalized. Addressing the inaugural ceremony via video link from Railways headquarters Lahore today, he said the Sibbi-Harnei railway track has been completed after 17 years. The minister said initially one freight and passenger train will run on this track. He said that framework has been completed to link Gwadar to railway station. Saad Rafiq said all efforts are being made to start work soon on Main Line 1, while priority will be given to work on the track of Karachi to Rohri. He said that initial report of Hazara Express train incident has been received and detailed report will be presented within 1 week. Pakistan and Oman have reiterated their desire to further enhance bilateral relations in all areas of mutual interest. The understanding to this effect reached during a meeting between President Dr. Arif Alvi and the Omani Chief of Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces, Vice Admiral Abdullah bin Al-Raisi, who along with the members of his delegation called on the President in Islamabad today. Both the sides underscored the need to further increase cooperation in the areas of trade, defense and culture. Chief of Staff Armed Forces Oman, Vice Admiral al-Raisi acknowledged and lauded Pakistan Navy's efforts and commitments in support of collaborative maritime security in the region. The admiration came as Chief of Staff Sultan Armed Forces Oman visited naval headquarters in Islamabad today and called on Chief of the Naval Staff Admiral Mohammad Amjad Khan Niazi. During the meeting, matters of mutual interest, including bilateral collaborations and regional maritime security environment, were discussed. The newly appointed High Commissioner of United Kingdom to Pakistan, Jane Marriott, called on Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Hina Rabbani Kar in Islamabad today. The Minister of State welcomed the British High Commissioner to Pakistan and assured full support to her. Reaffirming close ties between Pakistan and the Britain, she expressed intent to elevate bilateral cooperation, especially in trade, investment, climate change, and people-to-people contacts. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan says the areas of cooperation under Phase 2 of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor include rural revitalization, agricultural development, industrialization, green development, and science and technology. This was stated by Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch at a weekly media briefing in Islamabad today. The spokesperson said CPAC has brought huge dividends to Pakistan, as manifested in the creation of over 200,000 jobs, addition of 8,000 megawatt power to national grid, building of 510 kilometers of highways and 932 kilometers of road network, and a 820 kilometer long optical fiber line. She said Pakistan and China are committed to enhance cooperation under CPAC and develop it as a connectivity project for the region. Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said since 2019, India has taken a series of measures to alter the demographic makeup of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and intensified its suppression of the Kashmiri people. Pakistan's ambassador in Washington, Masood Khan, has said there is a grave risk to peace and security in the region as long as Kashmir dispute remains unresolved. In an interview with Newsweek, he urged the United States to play its due role in bringing stability in the region. The ambassador said Pakistan has always pursued diplomacy with India, and in the same spirit, the Prime Minister of Pakistan has once again made an effort and offer for engagement. He said the United States has too expressed its support for direct dialogue between Pakistan and India on issues of concern. He said Pakistan hopes that there would be a reciprocal resonance from New Delhi. Regarding bilateral relations between Pakistan and the United States, Masood Khan said that after U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, both the countries are focusing on building economic partnerships, countering terrorism, and identifying the long-term strategy for strategic stability in the region. Indian troops, in their fresh act of state terrorism, martyred 2 more Kashmiri youth in Poonch district of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the youth were martyred by the troops during a cordon and search operation in Degwar Terwan area of the district. Meanwhile, the troops have intensified cordon and search operations in Kulgam, Shopian, Kupwara, Poonch and Rajouri districts. Israeli forces have martyred 3 Palestinian youth in the occupied West Bank. Palestinian Health Ministry said the youth were shot dead near the town of Araba in Jenin. The 65th martyrdom anniversary of Major Tufail Muhammad Shaheed Nishane-Haider is being observed today. Major Tufail Muhammad Shaheed was born in Hoshiarpur city of East Punjab on 22nd July in 1914. In August 1958, he was assigned to launch an offensive against Indian forces in the area of Lakshmipur. Major Tufail Muhammad faced heavy resistance from the enemy but carried on with his mission and embraced martyrdom on this day in 1958. He was awarded Pakistan's highest military award, Nishane-Haider, for his courage and bravery. In the Asian Hockey Champions Trophy match between Pakistan and China is underway in Chennai. And finally, the weather. Hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind, thunder shower is expected in Upper Punjab, Potohar region, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir. To end the news, here are some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister has commended Chinese companies for investment of $30 billion in Pakistan. Pakistan and Oman have reiterated their desire to further enhance bilateral relations in all areas of mutual interest. Pakistan and the United Kingdom have agreed to enhance bilateral relations in diverse sectors. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.